So KOSA, or the Kids Online Safety Act, would require websites that have content harmful to children to have some form of age verification process. This is included but not limited to uploading your ID, biometric scans, facial recognition, social security numbers, etc. These websites that have content harmful to children would be required to put this in place in order to keep moving forward with whatever they're doing. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking. Why would that be bad? There's a few different reasons it's dangerous. Step one is who is introducing this bill and why. This bill is being introduced by some homophobic senators. Marsha Blackburn, for example, when first introducing this bill over 2 years ago, said it was specifically to help with the transgender contagion problem online. She deems all LGBT content online to be inherently dangerous for children's physical and mental well-being. She thinks there should be an age verification process to access any and all LGBT content online. But it won't stop there. This is not just a queer issue. This administration has gone out of its way to wipe Black history, Asian American history, Indigenous history, Hispanic history, etc. out of libraries and databases already. They have already done their best to erase any history that is not just white American sanitized history, because they deem that stuff as well harmful. There's an extremely high chance that the KOSA bill would be used to block that same stuff on websites. Any kind of content for Black Lives Matter, any kind of content for Stop Asian Hate, any kind of content for protecting Indigenous people, especially Indigenous women, anything like that, gone. Anything to help with immigration services, anything to help prevent ICE from doing terrible things to your neighbors, that would also all be blocked by KOSA. This is all stuff that is deemed harmful for children by this administration. Here's the worst part though, in my opinion. Websites that keep up with ID verification services have to put on a lot of expensive and time-consuming protections onto their websites, because that kind of data is basically bait for hackers, stalkers, people who want to buy and sell your data, etc. These websites would have to implement a lot of protective, expensive software if they wanted to put in any of this photo age eye verification bullshit, which means most companies will probably opt to not do that, because it's really, really expensive and time-consuming. You'd have to change your entire website's model. So that means most websites will either shut down in the United States or remove all that harmful content willingly on their own. They'll decide to stop hosting it. This means that these websites would rather remove queer content or leftist content than have to shell out the money and time it would take to put in all this photo verification bullshit. This would essentially wipe our internet, take it completely away from us. Now let's say hypothetically they don't do that, and all these websites implement a perfect system for photo verification. Well, there's still a problem here, because now your entire internet history is linked to your legal name, your social security number, your driver's license number, etc. The government would have full access to all of your online activity, beginning to end. Whether or not you have a VPN, whether or not you're doing all this stuff, your entire internet experience would be tied to your name and tracked by the government. Or again, by some more unsavory people, just based on the fact that there will be data leaks. A lot of them. Your credit will probably be destroyed within the month if this gets implemented. Like, you all don't realize how dangerous it is to have that much public information about you floating around willy-nilly on every website you go to. This sounds pretty dangerous, right? This doesn't actually sound like it's protecting kids, right? So here's what you need to do. You need to go to stopkosa.com. There, you can email your senators using their pre-made template very quickly. And then you can call and use the script they have on their website in order to leave a message or to talk to your rep, whichever, and make your voice very clear. Make it very known that you, as their constituent, as their voter, do not support KOSA. You can also spread the word. KOSA is a Trojan Bill, which means all the wording that it's being used to present to people is about protecting children online. And who doesn't want to protect kids? But that's not what this bill is about, right? We've learned that. So you can go and educate other people about why KOSA and why other bills like KOSA are extremely dangerous. We all want to protect children online, but this isn't the way. If you really wanted to protect children online, you'd be giving them comprehensive online safety education. But instead of educating them, we're trying to take away freedoms and rights and safety from adults. So go to Stop KOSA and spread the word now.